I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this. I'm about to make you trip, make you glitch, camera click, watch this, watch this. I do it like gold, check out the view, out with the old, and in with the new. I'm in my new era, I'm better in my new era, I'm better in my new era.
Season's greetings, everybody. Welcome to the last round of Premiership Women's Rugby of 2025. And it's time for you to get your festive chops around this one. It's Sale Sharks versus Saracens. We're live at the Mawson Stadium and we are counting down to kickoff. A great day's rugby today. We've got 3 games for you to really enjoy, but I have got some excellent company that we are all going to get to enjoy. Sale Sharks in Scotland. Molly Wright is with us. How are you? Are you feeling festive?
I am feeling festive. Who doesn't love Christmas rugby?
I cannot believe we've not put some lovely Christmas trees or fairy lights or something behind us. Alas, it is feeling pretty festive here. We're looking out at the stand. It is densely populated. We've got the mascots ready to go. People watching out on the balcony. This is quite an exciting one, isn't it? I've got high hopes for this game.
Look, we always love to invite people up to Manchester. We were hoping maybe for it to feel a bit more miserable. Even in the spirit of the festive season, it's shown up and it's a beautiful day here.
Oh, it certainly is. The sky is blue, a little bit of cloud coming over. The pitch is quite heavy, but let's take a look at the state of play as we go into this final round. There was the big game, quite literally, yesterday, and that has left Harlequins in a pretty good place, but it's Saracens and Gloucester Hartpury, the pace setters, battling it out for that top spot going into 2026. Sale Sharks, just the one victory, but they've taken something from every game this season. So they are, 7 points ahead of Bristol Bears now, with a game in hand and certainly trending in the right direction. Well, with that big game in mind, let's take a look at the result from yesterday and the fixtures today. All, of course, available to you, the PWR fans. Quins 38, Bristol Bears 12. A bonus point victory for Harlequins at what they like to call the Big Stoop, the Allianz Stadium. This is the early kickoff, and then we head south of here to Northampton Saints for Loughborough Lightning versus Trailfinders Women. That is live on YouTube. And then Leicester Tigers against the other team battling it out for the top spot, Gloucester Hartpury. That's a 3 p.m. kickoff on BBC Sport. 4 games, all available for you. There is no better time to be a women's rugby fan, is there?
Oh, it's outrageous, and the quality of these games that we've got to look forward to this weekend. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Right then, we're counting down to kickoff. We've got lots to pack in before that. I caught up with both head coaches before kickoff, and this is exactly what they had to say. Last game before Christmas, and you've had a good look at your team. So moving into this game today, are you feeling more Buddy the Elf or the Grinch?
Oh, wow, good question. Definitely Buddy, 100%. However, we understand there's a Grinch on our door. We understand that there's a big organisation called Saracens at our doorstep who are, when they get things right and discipline's good for them, are flying and score a lot of tries. So we've got to make sure that we're on top of that.
You've taken something from every game so far, and I'd imagine you went into this with your eyes open. Are you kind of where you want to be, a little bit ahead, a little bit behind?
It's funny, everyone asks me that question because I think no one knows whether they think that Sale Sharks off the bottom of the table is a good idea, or actually with what we've got and where we want to be, are we not good enough? And I think we're not good enough yet. I think we have some good reasons to do that, but some of them are excuses, some of the reasons. We've got to get rid of the excuses and fix the reasons.
How do you use these conditions, this pitch, your home ground, to your advantage today?
Well, it's let us down. We were expecting a horrible mud bath in the rain at Hayward Road before Christmas. That's not the case. So actually a few tweaks this morning to our game plan. Listen, we've got to control the front foot. We've got to control the gain line. Like Saracens, whether it's their maul, whether it's their defence of 2 tackles, or whether it's their collision and offload game, they are so good on the gain line. We've just got to try and find creative ways of not allowing them to do that.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The great thing about Premiership Women's Rugby is you get to show how great your team is all over the country. No more so than Saracens, because you've had to put a few miles in these last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a challenging start to the season. Obviously, playing every team before Christmas is a challenge, and then the gods of the fixtures have meant that we've been away at Exeter, backing that up away at Sale today. So yeah, I think we've had a lot of travelling, a lot of away games. What that does mean is that we've had some of our biggest tests, and so far so good.
So are you pleased with it then? Because you have had a good look at your team and every other team, and it's looking like you're going to go into the new year, certainly around the top, maybe top of the table.
Yeah, I don't think it means a great deal at the moment. It just means that we've put in some good performances, but realistically we're only going to be halfway through the season and others aren't there yet. So I think it's a good calibration of how well we're going, but ultimately we pre-Six Nations break is when you'll know exactly where the league's looking. But really happy with the start, and we've got to build on that today. A tough place to come against a very tough side.
Well, it is a tough place to come because it's a touch of the old schools here, isn't there? We've got great conditions for the time of year today, but the pitch is a bit more of a challenge. Do you think that'll suit your team?
I think whichever teams adapt to any of the conditions are the ones that go well. I mean, to be honest, if you said December the 21st, you're up here and the pitch is in this good a nick with the weather this dry, bit your hand off. So we're very happy with what's there and how things are looking on the field. So we think that we can put our game out there, and ultimately, if we can't quite play the brand that we want, how quickly can we adapt?
In terms of your team today, you've slowly been able to bring a few more players back from injury. There are always challenges, always changes, but tell us about the 15 and the 23 and how strong they'll be.
Yeah, hopefully we put a 23 out that we believe that can do put in the performance to get the result that we need. I think the big thing is competition for places. We have still got a few injuries, which means it's not quite as competitive, the fights that we want, but we've still got enough that there is a battle. And I think that's illustrated by the players not selected who are available. The quality and the depth of the squad is there, and ultimately that's what's going to drive us forward. If people are training well, it forces people to play well, and if someone overtakes you, then you've got to be better the next time out. So that's something that we always practice, always preach, and we're in a relatively good place at the moment.
Good luck today. Thank you. The thoughts there of the two head coaches, and I will let you decide who is Buddy the Elf and who is the Grinch between those two characters. This is how Sale Sharks line up today. Do you know what, Molly? I'll let you talk us through this one. Who are you really looking forward to seeing out there in Sharks colours today?
Firstly, I'm going to mention my Scottish pal here, Rona Lloyd, who has scored 6 tries from her last 6 fixtures, which she's a try-scoring machine, so we'll hope to see more of that today. Notably, Moena Talling comes off the bench to start, and she is a phenomenal... she's phenomenal for England, she's phenomenal for Sale, so I'm really, really excited to see what those two bring coming forward.
So those are a couple to look out for in the starting lineup. What about coming off the pine today? Of course, it's a 23-player game now, not just the 15 on the pitch.
No, they've got some great front row replacements. We do have some illness that's been kicking around in the group, so it's good to see Gwen back in the lineup. If we can get Trudy Cowan, who's warmed up her pipes this morning with some opera singing, back on the pitch.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you about that. We'll talk about that during the game if it's quite right. So that's Sale Sharks. Let's take a look at Saracens then. 6 wins in a row. Slowly being able to bring some players back in. A lot of leadership out there. Sophie Bridger continues her return from injury, but it is strong. It's an all-court game, isn't it? Expect Liz Craig to be energetic. Donna Rose to scrummage. Those two lock forwards. Seriously, give it some engine room, and then Georgia Evans in behind them as well. And Gemma Jo Lincoln's one of the players who's impressed so much during the Cup that she's really stamped her authority on this PWR team as well. That's the 15. This is 16 to 23. Another of the leaders, May Campbell, she's one of the vice-captains today. Poppy Cleal coming off the bench, and Jess Breach as well. Well, the players on the way out. Saracens in the white jerseys today. Given the underfoot conditions, I wonder how white those jerseys will stay for how long. But every time they arrive at any ground, Saracens, there is the expectation that they'll be leaving with something, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like Sale have got a free hit at this Christmas fixture today. All the pressure's on Saracens to come out here and perform.
Sale in the traditional blue jerseys. They have taken something from every game. We've mentioned it a couple of times, whether it's been a win, a draw, or a bonus point. They have been competitive, and I think if they can continue that run today, then this early 2025 block will be seen as a success.
Yeah, to be able, it's been a big turnaround since last year. Last year, not enough points taken away from close fixtures. This year, every week, taking something from the game, growing every week. So I'm really excited to see what they can do against this group today.
Your officials team today, Henry Pearson is the man in yellow in the middle. He will be ably assisted by Simon Park and Jamie Leahy. The TMO is... Only joking, there's no TMO. I tell you what, I don't know if you watched the Harlequins game yesterday. The TMO was involved, and it was 57 minutes from the start of the first half to the end of the first half. But I think this one is going to whip along nicely. Two teams with a great brand of rugby who want to play, looking to end 2025 in a positive way. It is Sale Sharks versus Saracens. Who is going to be going into Christmas with a smile on their face? Saracens receiving the kickoff, a nice composed boot. It's going to stay in field, and it's well taken by Duffy at fullback. She's shunted towards the touchline, and Saracens win the early penalty.
I mean, a very clinical start. Look to exit. Great kick chase. And then in and over the ball.
Yeah, it looked like a positive carry, but there are so many players in the Saracens pack almost waiting, rubbing their hands together for that opportunity to jackal. And so, our first look at a set piece. Talk to me about set piece non-negotiables early in the game.
Just accuracy. Everybody getting their roles right, specifically in a line-out. It requires every member, thrower, lifter, jumper to be accurate.
Penalty advantage for Saracens. Liv Apps. Well, she's going to go quickly. Well, she's not. That was a deliberate knock-on, wasn't it? Because she wants to go. Her tempo is magnificent.
She's got great energy that she brings to the game, and I think that's what's helping Saracens light up their attack. That speed of ball.
Well, she'll say it's all down to her, and I'm sure the pack will say it is all down to them. Alas, they have missed touch with that. Zoe Harrison in the 10 jersey today. Joe, it's great to see her and Holly on opposite sides, because, of course, they played together for so long. Who was the 10? Who was the 12? Two great playmakers, but now both having the opportunity to express themselves and shape their own attack. I'm really looking forward to that as a battle today.
Oh, and I think it's been really, really good for Sale having Holly here. She's really grown into this attack and is taking control of it, as you say. But battle of the 10s.
Yes. But now it is time, battle of the packs. We had a look at the line out. Now it is time to look at the scrum. It is Harper, Hindman and James, 1, 2 and 3 for Sale. Craik, Field and Rose, 1, 2 and 3 for Sarries. In terms of the new coaching group here, there are a couple of coaches. Oh, that needs to go as well. We've had a couple of missed touches with the early penalties, and in fact with the early clearance kick as well. But we've got a second row spent a lot of time scrummaging in the champ, and a hooker who spent a lot of time scrummaging in the men's champ as well. How seriously do they take the set piece and the training here now?
It's a big part of the training, certainly at Sale. The set piece is the platform to provide the attack.
Another turnover penalty.
But tit for tat at the moment. But certainly without that set piece, you leave yourself vulnerable for penalties and to give away that territory. And we'll hope to see Holly take away some metres here with that good turnover. But yes, for sure, the emphasis is on strong set piece, but more as a platform to attack. The game plan is focused around how can we score points.
So Aitchison a bit more conservative with that touch finder after missing last time. Our commentary position is right next to the Sale Sharks bench, and we are getting eyeballed here. But that's not going to stop us at all. Here comes Sale then, first attack of the game. Aitchison manages to get the ball away though. Alicia Corrigan on defensive duty. Nice ball, Talling. Lovely tip and soft hands here. And Castello getting the offload away to Wills. Confident ball handling. Sure you can see wherever you're watching. It is pretty heavy underfoot, but there's no breeze out there. Skies are clear for the time of year. Conditions perfect. And Wills has knocked that on. Saracens looking to play here. And then Bridger is brought to a halt by the referee's whistle.
My goodness, the intent to play here. It feels your energy is infecting the rest of the group.
taking 2-3 sets. I'll make sure they don't step off, but just be really balanced.
Early points in this scrum battle, the pack battle, goes to Sale, but more so from a Saracens early lean. So we'll be looking here if they can balance themselves out, not to give away anything too early.
So the scrum 15 metres in from touch. No one obviously on the short side for Saracens. And as a result, no one obviously on the short side for Sale defending either, other than the scrum half. Thinking about going that way, but Apps finds Bridger. Well, you and I were talking about Bucks Super Rugby as a pathway before the game. Sophie Bridger, one of the best examples of that. Won Bucks with Hartbury when Mo Hunt was head coach, and then scored with her first touch in Premiership Women's Rugby, and now finds herself moving from GH to Saracens. And well, the sky's the limit once you get to that level, isn't it? But there are brilliant pathways for players to come through, and hopefully the cream rises and they end up here in the PWR.
That's the dream, though, isn't it?
Certainly is. To represent a great club like Saracens, like Sale Sharks, as Paris Redding with the ears taped up today. Easily recognisable. Ortiz finds Howard. As I've just gone forward, so I do apologise, that was Heinemann. Now Saracens, a little bit of field position here. And they tend to be able to build well. Apps looking to keep that tempo high. Slung out by Bridger, nearly intercepted. Oh, Sharp was waiting. And that's adjudged a deliberate knock-on, so that'll be a penalty to Saracens. Is Lloyd a bit unlucky there? Or are Saracens lucky? Because if that sticks, then she takes some catching.
I think it must have looked bad. It's come from the AR, actually, so on the outside.
Take another look at it. Oh, yeah, she's got it one-handed. Saracens often deadly in these situations. First job is done. Beautiful line-out ball to Galligan. Packer in at number 8 today. So often to seen it as an open side, but that's a bit messy. Bridger thinking about coming into scrum half. Instead, it's Liz Craik. Explosive, loose head prop. Galligan was in at scrum half that time, despite Apps being there. Now Apps on the ball. Donna Rose. Another one easily recognisable in the red scrum cap. Harrison. Saracens patiently building. Packer. Then Apps on Makwale. Saracens edging closer. Bridger. Now the long ball out wide. Beautiful pass. Corrigan gets the opening try. Left to right, edge to edge from Saracens. And the first points go to the visitors.
Certainly building phases really, really well. Even if they're not making gain line, they look composed. They keep driving, draw in that defence, see an opportunity out wide and execute.
That is a beautiful ball off the left hand as well. Zoe Harrison finds Corrigan, who helps herself. I tell you what, it's a sweet relief after a lung-busting start for both teams, isn't it? To just have a little bit of a breather, but I'm sure Sale would prefer theirs not to be underneath the posts. Oh, what a kick. What a kick. Harrison drains it for 7-0.
Well, a nice little Christmas treat to start the day for Saracens. It's can Sale go and take a bite of a wee pie themselves up the other end.
Yeah, they're not meat pies today, they're mince pies, right?
Exactly.
So at half-time, everyone, don't go anywhere, because we've got a little this or that treat with the two head coaches. But once you know what those questions are, I might ask them to you in the second half. Duffy.
Retreat, keep going.
She's going to chase her own kick. Apps underneath it. She's got her half-back partner, Harrison.
Backwards.
Again, it's a little bit messy. And Omakwale threatened to get through. It was a good tackle. Gallagher receives the offload. Harrison sends that up. Duffy. Dragged down by Rose. Look at that, the tight head prop leading the kick chase. Great work rate from the Sarries pack. A couple of questions as to whether or not they were offside in midfield, but the line speed is quick, but that can often lead gaps, as Aitchison was trying to exploit there. Hindman. Great pace. Campbell skipping away. Campbell, oh, she's been brought back. That was millimetres from brilliance.
Holly Aitchison, whatever Zoe can do, I can do better.
So the pass looked a little bit forward, but that's not what they've been brought back for. I think it was a toe on the paint from Campbell. Oh, and that was close. That's a couple of times that Sale Sharks have been close. Gallagher batted at it. Hindman knocked it on, but referee says advantage over. It's a great clear out.
That's an absolutely crunching tackle from Evie Wills there. Forces that knock on. I hope we get to watch that one back.
It's physical. Yes, a scrappy line-out ball just didn't quite stick. Referee playing on there. And then Wills, bang. Ooh.
Not clearly forward, okay. Let's go.
And that's on Georgia Evans as well, who is not an easy person to bang like that, is she?
No, Evie Wills is a big part of her game is physicality and those collisions. Look to see more of that as this progresses.
Balance, please, both teams. Crouch.
So Lloyd's just making her way off the right wing to go in the boot directly behind Holly Aitchison. So everyone's stacked left for Sale Sharks, and that's the way they go. Whipped out quickly. Will's good line by Duffy. Coming in from fullback. Good speed of ball as well. Sale Sharks playing through Howard. Jarell Searcy wants, gets good strong carry as well. Taking Donna Rose with it. And taking Sale Sharks into the 22. Lovely pickup and out of the back door. Castello. Huge effort with every carry from Sale Sharks. Slows down Aitchison. Little nudge in behind off a boot. And Aitchison has to come back. Lottie Sharp applies the pressure. Howard. Paris Redding with a little snipe.
No, ball still in, go back.
Nick James. Another loose ball that Ortiz has to deal with. And Saracens have turned it over. Patient defensive set from Saracens. Aitchison watch as well. She's got time here and wants to keep it in field, but oh, that's been knocked on. And Georgia Evans smiles back at the Sale Sharks bench that are letting her know exactly what they think of that.
Oh, great passage of play. Saracens doing really, really well to absorb that pressure phase after phase after phase, win the turnover. And that's just an unfortunate error.
It's high tempo, isn't it, this game?
Just as we set to a really slowly set scrum.
Yes, yeah. Hey, look.
But no, I agree. The tempo of it, the energy of it, it feels exciting.
So the scrum's been a good contest so far. See Packer completely leaving the scrum there. Referee warning her to watch her timing as Lloyd tries to cause a little bit of chaos and does. Good kick chase. Gemma Jo Lincoln's dragged down. She was part of the PWR Cup winning team. They won that at home against Quins before the league kicked off. Then Apps, that's going to bounce. And Aitchison is going to try and assess what's going on, but nowhere really for her to go. So Sale Sharks without a 10 for this phase. A lot of possession here for Sale Sharks. Not really had an opportunity in the red zone yet. Jarell Searcy. She's carried well. Georgia Evans hitting the deck. She's everywhere and everything at the moment, as is Paris Redding. Great ball to Rona Lloyd. Lloyd back inside. Paris Redding. Is she quick enough? Oh, Liv Apps. Try saving tackle from the scrum half. Massive moments here. What about that tackle, though, from Liv Apps?
Try saver.
Oh.
That was absolutely electric. Georgie Paris Redding thinks she's a winger. Tries to burn the people on the edge. Finishes a 2v1. It's just a shame they couldn't get the hands at the end.
I love that second touch, though, isn't it? You always say stay alive for a second touch. So this run here is great. The ball to Lloyd, but then keep yourself available. And then whack. Oh, Liv Apps. Genuine try saver.
Absolutely. Now that ball goes to Casolo there. That's all over.
Best chance of the game then for Sale, but line out overthrown. Danger not clear yet for Saracens. But every time they're on the ball, there's danger for Sale Sharks because they've got Sydney Gregson. Finds a good pass and she gets a second touch herself. I say this every week, and regular watchers of PWR be fed up of me saying it, but after spending so much time out with injury, it's just great to see Sydney Gregson playing regularly and playing well. Rona Lloyd, speaking of playing well, takes on Marley Packer and Georgia Evans. Paris Redding just always full of running and confrontational every time she goes into contact. Duffy, nice ball. Great line speed, though. See both Wills and Howard involved there. Two really physical centres for the Sale Sharks. Tysh Harper. Slowed by Evans. Again, this defensive pressure from Saracens, excellent, but Sale Sharks resolutely, patiently holding on to the ball for now.
Yeah, ball was lifted.
And now it's on the boot. Sale Sharks working real effort to keep the ball on the field when they're kicking. Corrigan, try scorer, taken towards touch, not quite into touch.
Use it, please. Simon.
Ball in play time has been absolutely huge in these opening 19 minutes.
Oh, both the S&C coaches here will be pleased with their efforts.
Well, I'm sure they will, but come 70 minutes, there are going to be some tired bodies there. Big shot.
On the ball, on the body.
So Bridger in at scrum half. Aitchison tackling on Lincolns. That ball's gone forward. Into Sale Sharks' hands. Harper. Just see Katana Howard there with her hands on her hips. I think she is not the only one who is feeling the pace of the game in this opening quarter. And another kick that stays on the field. I think next time this ball goes dead, everyone is going to be absolutely delighted. Will it be this time? No, absolutely not. Corrigan gallops towards halfway. Stop and a start and finds Gregson. Gregson into a couple of forwards. Apps. Bryony Field up to the 10-metre line. Saracens having done so much resolute defending. Now need to remember how to attack again, but Liv Apps breaches the line, looks for options, goes herself. Liv Apps gets the ball away. That is sensational. Bryony Field on the shoulder. Liv Apps electric as always. And Saracens just absorb Sale Sharks' power and show how dangerous they can be.
You spoke about her earlier, but she's created something from nothing. Absolutely nothing going on there. And she just finds that space. Powers on through.
Well, it was a great tackle to stop her. We've had try savers at both ends, but Bryony Field was not to be stopped. And that is a real blow for Sale Sharks after playing so much great rugby. I think, who's water carrier today? Because they just got a warning from the referee. And it's 2 more points. 2 from 2 for Harrison. 2 tries for Saracens. They lead 14-0. She's among the best in the world in her position, isn't she?
Oh, it's phenomenal to watch. You know, she does it for Canada. She's doing it for Saracens. How lucky are we that we get to watch this every week?
Yeah, the only people who aren't really embracing that at the moment, I'd imagine, are the Sale Sharks defence, because it must be a nightmare just trying to predict what she's going to do.
Yeah, it might have been Charlie Beckett that got that warning.
No. Charlie Beckett with something to say? You must be joking. That's a tap back by McMillan. What I was going to ask you before, but the only break in play was the try, is what you can tell us about Sale Sharks and the kicking plan to try and keep the ball on the field at all times.
I think our game plan changes every week. You know, depending on who we're playing. I think the game plan against Saracens at a Hayward Road is to make them run, to make them work. So we want this ball to be in play as much as we can. But if anything, it's to entertain. We've got big crowd at Hayward Road here today.
Well, that's the thing. It's a 2-score lead now for Saracens, and they've just won that second ball there. But for Sale Sharks, it's so important just to stay in this game, because this is a competitive game. And sometimes when you look at the scoreboard, it might not always feel that way, particularly with a team as dangerous as Saracens. But make no mistake, we're 23 minutes into this game. It's been a great contest. And wherever you're watching around the world, I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. McMillan, upright. Sale couldn't quite turn it into a maul. Apps fancies another snipe, but finds Bridger instead. Little nudge in behind. Sharps giving chase, but the touchline beats all.
Smart little kick there. Take the territory. I do think if Sale want to get themselves back into this game, though, they need to be more patient in their attacking half. It kind of descends into chaos, and obviously that's what Saracens are looking to do with their defence. But can they be a bit more clinical? Can they be a bit more structured in their attack just to finish off those opportunities? They've looked good with ball in hand. They're just not finishing it.
Yeah, for me, they're nowhere near the access, and it's the same as what I've played for you. You're going to push it into her. I'm going to give her an extra second to try and get out of there. So if they're going east to west, straight to the nice path, and then I'll look speed house, right? Just make sure you're going straight back.
Just a little touch up here.
Yeah, just listening into the referee's conversation there, always fascinating to listen to what players are asking for, and then the referee's reasons for why they're not giving it to them. But yes, just getting a little bit of extra strapping and then getting those lifting blocks readjusted as well. Rosie Galligan. I mean, there'll be older rugby fans watching and sort of wondering, because, you know, some who were from an era where there was no lifting in the line-out at all, some from when it was a a little bit more old school and you sort of grabbed shorts and thighs, how important are those lifting blocks and how much of a difference can they make? In fact, we'll come back to that because Saracens have turned this ball over in the 22 and Craik has gone to ground. Oh, big carry from Rose. She's clattered onto that ball. Hard yards from Galligan. Towards the line, looking for try number 3. Sale Sharks' body's underneath it. Oh, and it's right on the line. Undefendable. Field gets her second. The line was there. Sharks genuinely impossible to defend that. And it's try number 3 for Saracens.
Yeah, it comes off the back of 2 line-out errors. You've got one for Sale and the attacking 5 with an overthrow. There are other 1% in that. That's not for all throwers. And then a second one in your own defending 22. Both inaccurate, both resulting in tries. It really does speak to how tight this game is.
Well, and just with regards to that try, as I said before, it's impossible to defend. The line is there. There's a Saracens leg there. Nothing Sale Sharks can do to prevent Bryony Field scoring the easiest try that she'll score, perhaps in her career. We'll have another look at that, because I thought it was Field. Everyone else thinks it's Craik. So either I'm right or sorry, Liz Craik. Let's take another look here. So and who stands up? Yeah, it's Bryony Field. Cool. All right, thank you. Either way, Bryony Field has got his second try, and that is a comfortable scoreline now with the conversion as well. 21-0, and it feels as though Sale Sharks need the next score, and they'll perhaps feel hard done by to be 3 scores down. Alas, you have to be accurate. Georgie Perris-Redding has run her legs off. Evans not running away. They're rolling away, and Ortiz is off. She's on her own, though. Now the reinforcements arrive in the shape of Heinemann. Talling. Little pump pass to allow Jarell Searcy go diagonally into the 22. Now, Sharks have been here before, and they've come away empty-handed. Harper. Cracking tackle by Amakwale. Rose warned.
These are the opportunities here. You know, the play's slowed down. You don't need to panic. Can you build back into that momentum? It's kind of neutral momentum at the moment. Good defence from Saracens. How are you going to regain that?
Well, this is where rugby union just becomes a collision sport, isn't it? You have to win the physicality. And there are plenty of things that happen that take the game away from that. But when it gets to this point, this is what you need. Strong tackling, strong running, and a penalty advantage here for Sale Sharks. So an opportunity to do something, to do anything. Ortiz. Still playing with the penalty advantage.
You might not notice it here, but we've got Arona Lloyd with her hand up.
Oh, she's desperate for it. She's all the way out on the right edge. It would be a great kick to find her. Perris-Redding. Another tip on. Still playing with the penalty advantage. Now it's going to go wide. That's for Lloyd. Bats it back. Comes to nothing, but the referee decides that Sharks will get the penalty.
Not a bad option. Bit of phase build-up. You've got a penalty advantage. Give your top try scorer a go.
And also, again, we always say, if you're a young player watching at home, but Rona Lloyd right out on the edge, and then the kick drops in so she can come in, because if she was standing too shallow, sort of 5 metres out, and the kick goes over her head, she's got no chance. You've always just got to give yourself every chance in those situations, haven't you?
We all know when ball's out there. If you ask me a question, I'll answer. Of course I can.
Right, here we are. Opportunity.
Yes. And it's been line-out inaccuracy that's cost Sale Sharks in just about every part of the field. So pressure here on Heinemann. First job done. Line out's good. Now it's time for the maul. Hasn't made its way back to Heinemann. Now it has. Ortiz barking orders. It's not going anywhere. Howard wants it. Carries into 2. Sale Sharks. It's gone forward of Saracen. And towards the line for Sale. Heinemann, little tip to Childs. She's met well. This is really physical from Saracens. Great from Macmillan. Ortiz fires it in. Katana Howard. Saracens, resolute. So hard to break down. Sale Sharks giving it a real shot here. Ball's gone forward. Saracens put in at the scrum.
Yeah, compliments to Saracens' defence here. I do think Sale need to do better. This pick-and-go style play. You're running into the first or second defender and you're not forcing a fold. You're not manipulating the defence in a way that's going to make them compromise somewhere. I did like the interplay to take the short side. Get Howard in there carrying. Phenomenal ball carrier. But again, consistent defence comes to nothing.
When you're in a situation like that against Saracens and they've got players like Donna Rose and Rosie Galligan and Marley Packer and Georgia Evans, they love that situation, don't they? Go on, run at me. I'll smash you. We'll do it again. And look, sometimes you'll win the collision. Sometimes you'll get the edge. But as you mentioned, you just need to ask a few more questions. As the sun comes from behind the clouds on the 21st of December here at Sale. Well, it's not a great kick, though. It was a great tackle. But instead, it is hacked on, and Sale Sharks all the way back on their halfway line. Duffy on the deck. Packer off her feet. Talling. Great carry, but the offload goes to ground. Not a million miles away, Sale Sharks, but when it's not sticking, it's not sticking. And when you're chasing the game, they tend to stick even less.
Just those little 1% that are not letting them get over the line here. It doesn't help your situation either. Compound the error, let them take some territory away.
Yeah, it's off the ball tackle. Katana Howard thought she'd read the offload and introduces herself to Zoe Harrison. Oh, it's not a great kick, though. Bit of a let-off here for Sale. Duffy. Sharp makes the tackle. Then Ortiz arrives. It's another huge collision.
It's not the first time that they've favoured their inside ball to from the ball carrier. It's not getting them any any gain line here. I don't know if it's something that they've previewed or if they're just seeing space that Saracens are eating up.
Apps. Oh, gathers her own kick. More brilliance from Liv Apps. Just looks like she's got all the time in the world out there. Good offload, but a great tackle. Georgia Evans. Then Marley Packer. Well delivered from Apps. Bridger has a little look, and Paris Redding clatters her, but she still finds the offload to Julia Omaquale. Galligan, tip on. Now Lottie Sharp. Well defended.
That's Evie Wills again, unapologetically throwing her into touch. Sale are looking, their line integrity is looking strong. It just seems that after a few phases, they're finding those little bits on the edge that just allow them to keep moving forward.
Another highlight reel moment then for Liv Apps. And one from Wills as well, as she... Wax. What's Sharp complaining about there?
I think being tackled into touch. I don't think wingers like to be touched.
Hates it.
You can usually tell them. They'll have the whitest jerseys if you're watching at home. Most of our forward pack here, you should find a bit grubbier.
Yeah, or the whitest shorts or the whitest socks. So, yeah, absolutely.
That's why nobody likes to play in white. You're right, though, Liv Apps. Who doesn't want to do a little chip and chase? It's everything she touches at the moment's turning to gold.
Yeah, it was her little dummy and go that was the game breaker, really. That was at 7-0. Made it 14-0.
I think we're setting up to come into another line out here. It's looking pretty slow to set up.
Well, this was the moment, wasn't it? She'd thrown that dummy and gone in behind. But it's when you get in behind, it's the decisions. And even though there was a lot going on there, whether to take contact, whether to miss contact, was there anyone with me? She just seems to make the right decisions at the right time, doesn't she?
Oh, absolutely. And finally, we're seeing a functioning Sale line-out.
Yes. Marley Packer slowing things down. And then Saracens infringing. How very politely asked for, the penalty there. Can we have the advantage, please, sir? Yes.
Oh, they'll look to exit anyway, won't they? So you may as well take it,
yes.
So you get the line-out back yourself.
35 and a bit minutes on our clock. Just a reminder if you're joining us. Well, a reminder if you've joined us before. I'm telling you, if you're joining us for the first time, our clock is very close, but it's not officially linked in with the referee's watch, so it's just for indication purposes. There might be a little bit plus or minus as we get to 40 and 80. Aitchison, lovely ball and a heavy carry from Katana Howard. Now what happens next for Sale Sharks? Well, they've got another penalty advantage. They're finishing the half strong. Lovely, quick hands. Evie Wills showing her acumen in attack as well as defence. Erica Jarrell-Cersei, she's worked hard this half as well. Carried strongly. Duffy, now Rona Lloyd. Is there an inside option? No, couldn't get the ball away to Heinemann. But another promising field position here for Sale Sharks. Up the short side they go. Duffy, little nudge in behind, playing with a penalty advantage. Now it's time to get that line out working again.
Out of breath. Absolutely breathless rugby. You were talking about Jarrell-Cersei, also Georgie Paris-Redding, both USA Eagles, both getting through an absolute load of work.
You were talking about the S&C coaches earlier. I'd imagine they are absolutely delighted with the output and the level that those two are able to maintain.
Yeah, whoever's looking at the GPS numbers later today, it's lucky we've got 5 weeks off coming up.
Line out in the 22. More field position for Sale Sharks. They've been here before. They've come up empty-handed.
That's nice. No, thank you. Make sure you're on your front. Make sure you're on your front mark.
Heinemann. Good ball. But not favouring the maul. Instead, looking to run this through Lloyd, who's off her wing. Nice ball to Duffy. Duffy out wide to Campbell. Beautiful first phase score from Sale Sharks. Started on the right, finished brilliantly on the left, and Shona Campbell gets Sale Sharks off the mark.
One of those training ground moves, and don't you love it when they come off? Execution all over, line out, nice and comfortable. To Casolo again, she's being favoured heavily in the line out. And then just some lovely ball movement. Rona Lloyd working off her wing. She's a workhorse herself. Finished by the Scot, Shona Campbell in this corner.
Oh, it's so well done, that little jink there. Forced Linkins to come into the line, and what a finish. There was work to be done there. And you've got a smile on your face.
You say that like I haven't been smiling for the last 35 minutes.
It's been a great half of rugby, but it felt that Sale needed something.
It's felt like it's been coming, and it just hasn't been executed. That's almost it's the hope, it's the build up, and then it kills you.
It is the despair you can deal with. It's the hope that kills you, and there is a little bit of hope now for Sale Sharks. Another look at this. Well worked, plenty of pairs of hands. Every pass crisp, precise, and a finish to match. Shona Campbell.
She's knocking up a few tries herself since taking over that starting jersey, but she's looking very, very quick on the edge.
Yeah, they're just under 2.
You just heard that from the referee. If you can't hear it, I can hear it. We've got just under 2 minutes left.
Very good.
What's the name of the actor who plays the father in Paddington? And he's also in Layer Cake.
That's a really good question. I'm going to out myself and say I've never seen Paddington.
I've just... It's not Hugh Bonneville, no. No, younger than him. Sorry, I'm having a live conversation here. Has got another barnstorming run.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
And Sale Sharks playing with confidence here. Is there another score before half-time?
They've definitely found that momentum that they were lacking earlier. Whether it's G'd on from the crowd from that edge attack or...
Well, that's charged down, so it'll come back Sale Sharks' way. Shipped on by Aitchison. Oh, lovely handling until it's not. And then when it goes to ground, Lottie Sharp pressuring well in defence for Saracens. Again, it's Jarell Searcy. Draws the penalty. Ben Wishaw is the actor. Our referee today, Henry Pearson, I think has got more than a hint of the Ben Wishaws about him. Do you not think?
I would like to say he makes a better referee here. But
yes.
I think I can maybe see it. I'll pass that on in the post-match.
Is he in any good Christmas films, Ben Wishaw? He's bound to be. Either way, what's your favourite Christmas film?
Oh, do you know what? I think, annoyingly, it's The Holiday, but I have just recently rewatched The Grinch, which is phenomenal.
Well, you said you'd never seen, what is it you said you'd never seen? Paddington. I've never seen The Holiday, so maybe this festive season I can change that. Howard, that ball's gone forward, so this should take us through to half-time, unless Saracens want a little bit more. Two tries for Bryony Field and a big strong carry with the clock in the red at the end of the half. And that will be that. Kicked over the stands, so someone's going to have to fetch that from the car park, but it won't be the players because they are going to head to the sheds. Bryony Field with a couple of tries. Alicia Corrigan got the opener, and then Shona Campbell got something on the board for Sale Sharks, which felt essential. Half-time here in the Northwest. Saracens in the lead, still chasing that bonus point try. It's Sale Sharks 5, Saracens 21. And breathe. That was a good 40 minutes of rugby, wasn't it? What did you like about it?
I love the intent to play the ball. We're not kicking for touch. We're not mauling the ball to death. We want to move the ball. We want to score exciting tries. This is on both sides of the ball. It's not just Sale. It's not just Saracens. It's really exciting stuff.
Great stuff. But we will be back with all of the first half highlights and a little bit more after this break.
New era.
We are Sale Sharks.
We fear no one.
This is our city.
The
only team in the North, and that is something that we're so proud of. I think anybody north of the Midlands is going to get behind Sale Sharks.
We have such a loyal fan base. You can always hear the drums and the die-hard fans who show up to every match, rain or shine.
I'm so excited to play at Hayward Road. It's always an amazing atmosphere whenever I've been there before, and yeah, just to be back home.
Sale are going to bring passion, they're going to bring team moving rugby, they're going to bring a lot of flair, and it's going to be an exciting time to be in the North.
We're going to score some tries.
Bring it on.
Solo again, popped off, switch of direction, they come back round the other side, nice going, a little dinker cross, can they get on the end of this? Oh, it needs to be controlled, beautifully done by Rona Lloyd, and it is Sale who opened the scoring at the Twickenham Stoop. The patience is well rewarded.
Here's Ross again, she looks at every inch a top quality operator. There's another one in Richardson. Lovely step from Lingham, that's delightful. Now a chance for the Tigers to get themselves on the scoreboard here. Gunter puts the ball on the edge to Kasakova, who'll score in. Tigers coming up with a beauty.
Corrigan spies the half gap. Granzotto's tackle. Apps finding Evans on an incisive line. Evans with one to beat with Macmillan in support, and that a richly deserved score for Saracens' beloved cup captain Lou Macmillan.
Amory just keeps hold of things and causes a little bit of an issue here for Tigers as they're opened up on the left-hand side. Here's Laughlin, cuts in. Vicky Laughlin already seeking the try line, and Trailfinders opening up with the most comprehensive of beginnings. Back at home and in the groove right away.
Phillips goes in, Michaeli Tutu. Now we saw a lot of this for Harlequins against Leicester. Warning there for Nick James to get round, go again. Paris Redding as well. Quins decide to use the backs. Cromack, space out wide. This time it goes to Wilcock. Wilcock backing herself and scoring! Quins take the lead for the first time in the match.
Evie Gallagher, the 8, capitalising on the work of her 6. And now the Bears are in full flight. Oh, that's as good a dummy as you'll see anywhere on Planet Rugby. Coast to coast from the brilliant Bears who are coming to life here on Sunday afternoon at Shaftesbury Park.
Saracens is a family, it's a wolf pack.
When we get on the pitch, there's all bets are off and nobody's safe.
But we really want to get back to winning championship titles, so now we want to go after the PWR.
We are Saracens.
There's only one team in London and it's us.
The series fans, they bleed red, they're incredible.
The wolf pack lives up to its name. We protect each other, we go to battle for each other. We bring a brand of rugby that is brutal, fierce, and one of the best that you'll see.
We've got lots to prove this season and we've still got more to give. We've got a trophy to win.
Just a whole pack, 115, we're all a threat. Watch out, we're coming.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that first half. Hopefully you enjoyed those highlights. I mean, look, you are a Sale Shark, but that was a game of rugby that, even though your team's behind, you must have enjoyed.
As a rugby fan, that's what we want to see.
Yes.
You know, you want to see attacking play. You want to see lots of tries being scored. Okay, maybe I want to see a few more on the Sale Sharks score sheet. But
here is the opener. Beautiful ball. And it was a great start from Sale Sharks, but Saracens just showing how deadly they are. One opportunity. Massive fend there from Corrigan, and the first 5 points on the board.
Then we come to the Liv Epps show.
Yeah, well, we spend a lot of time pumping up her tyres, and I'm sure people who follow the sport might get a little bit fed up of it, but there is a reason for it. She lights up whatever pitch she's on, whatever team she's in, and yes, that is 5 points to Saracens and a try for Bryony Field, but all from Liv Apps' making. And then this was quite a peculiar one. It was a line-out malfunction, but then Bryony Fields, right place, right time, and able to dot it down unopposed, undefended.
Yeah, maybe the referee is seeing something in there that we can't, but you're right. Essentially, there's nothing you can do there as Sal. You've been told that they're short, and then they've just squished it further over the line, I think.
But again, I'd be interested to know, in terms of where the try line is, how could the first one have been short if she could place it back over the line? Alas, we digress. This was probably the best try of the half, certainly from a team perspective. Sale Sharks spent a lot of time in the Saracens 22, but finally something worked, and boy, oh boy, did it work.
Yeah, it's really good to see that back line coming together. We've had a few changes in the centres and in and around our back three. So to see them connect and click like that, phenomenal.
One thing we're learning, and perhaps it can be my New Year's resolution, is to pay attention to the fact that there's actually a commentary camera here, and you cannot merely stare gormlessly at a screen with highlights. You need to pay attention at all times. So, second half then, what do you... In terms of the tempo of the game, it's absolutely fantastic. In terms of the way it's being played, it's thoroughly entertaining. But from a Sale Sharks perspective, what would you like to see? How do they improve? How do they get something from this game?
We need to score points,
yes,
is the short answer. I think the long-winded answer is you need to be more clinical when we have opportunities. You know, the 1%ers we want to start coming off. If you're going to give a 50-50 offload, are you in a position, are you in the ascendancy to do that? Is it a genuine scoring opportunity? So it's just that decision-making in those key areas.
Well, we're going to have more of your expertise, and there's more rugby for you to enjoy. But before that, we're going to have a little game of this or that with the two head coaches. Brussels sprouts or parsnips?
Parsnips, 100%, love it.
Brussels sprouts, just...
Paper hat, wear it or bin it?
Absolutely wear it. It's the life and soul of the party, right? Wear it.
Die Hard or Elf?
It's Die Hard or Christmas film. Die Hard, let's go with it.
Die Hard for me, but for the kiddies, you've got to watch out for me. Like
Wham or Mariah Carey?
Mariah all day.
I'd rather listen to Gregorian monks singing.
Yeah. Mulled wine or a cheeky Baileys?
Both.
Crikey, you have a different Christmas to me. Cheeky Baileys.
Real tree or artificial?
Artificial because it's less mess, but in the heart it's the needles.
Real treat.
Mince pie or Yule log?
Mince pie.
Mince pie all day.
Board game or charades?
You can tell I'm a bit of a Grinch at Christmas right here. Like
board game. We fall like family board charades.
Charades.
White lights or coloured lights?
Coloured lights.
Coloured.
Christmas carols or Christmas markets?
Christmas markets.
Too many people at both. Like, so carols it have to be.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
That's great. Alex Osterbury pretending there that he is the Grinch, but he absolutely loved that. It's so good to see him with a smile on his face. And the beauty of that is we did it directly after we'd done the interviews, and he was so down about that. Yeah, this, that. All of a sudden, you ask him Christmas questions, and his face lights up. Anyway, it's your turn. So this or that, Christmas food, Brussels sprouts or parsnips?
Parsnips.
Oh, all right. Paper hat, wear it or bin it?
Oh, wear it.
Die Hard or Elf?
I'm going to say Die Hard. I'm so sorry.
It's not a Christmas film. It's a Bruce Willis film. Anyway, Wham or Mariah Carey?
Mariah.
Mulled wine or a cheeky Baileys?
Oh, side of both.
Fair. Real tree or artificial?
Real.
Mince pie or Yule log?
Okay, Yule log. Not a big fan of the spices.
Oh, yeah, but Yule log is also delicious. Board game. Right. Charades or charades?
Charades for me.
Charades for me. Okay. Board game or charades?
Charades. Just mirrored you.
White lights or coloured lights?
White lights.
And finally, Christmas carols or a Christmas market?
Oh, I think maybe a Christmas market for me. Food and vibe.
Yeah, good. Do they have Christmas markets in New Zealand?
I don't think so. There might be, but it's in the summer. There's Christmas barbecues.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Yeah, that's how I'll cook the ham, on the barbecue.
Unbelievable. What I love about this is we continue to learn things about people, about rugby, about players. Great to have your company. Great to have your company wherever you're watching around the world. We'll be back shortly with the second half of Sale Sharks versus Saracens.
We are Sale Sharks.
We fear no one.
This is our city. The only team in the north, and that is something that we're so proud of. I think anybody north of the Midlands is going to get behind Sale Sharks.
We have such a loyal fan base. You can always hear the drums and the die-hard fans who show up to every match, rain or shine.
I'm so excited to play at Hayward Road. It's always an amazing atmosphere whenever I've been there before, and yeah, just to be back home.
Sale are going to bring passion, they're going to bring team moving rugby, they're going to bring a lot of flair, and it's going to be an exciting time to be in the north.
We're going to score some pride.
Bring it on.
Saracens is a family, it's a wolf pack. When we get on the pitch, there's all bets are off and nobody's safe.
But we really want to get back to winning championship titles, so now we want to go after the PWR.
We are Saracens.
There's only one team in London and it's us.
The series fans, they bleed red, they're incredible.
The wolf pack lives up to its name. We protect each other, we go to battle for each other. We bring a brand of rugby that is brutal, fierce, and one of the best that you'll see.
We've got lots to prove this season and we've still got more to give. We've got a trophy to win. Just the whole pack, 1-15, we're all a threat. Watch out, we're coming.
Welcome back, everybody. The halftime oranges have been consumed, or whatever festive variation the teams have gone with, to replenish, ready for their second half onslaught. The last half of 2025. The floodlights are on. It is still dry and seasonably warm here. But it's Saracens will be celebrating. They'll be keeping the paper hats on if it continues this way. There we are. Referee and Ben Whishaw look-alike Henry Pearson blows the whistle to start the second half. Saracens kicking off the Sale Sharks. One try away from a bonus point. But Sale Sharks ending the half well with a brilliant 5-pointer from Shona Campbell. 40 minutes to earn the Christmas dinner. And a well-earned rest at the end of what's been a pretty brutal block to open Premiership Women's Rugby. Paris Redding. Nearly losing her jersey there with the first tackle of the half. So, Molly, talk to us about half-time messaging. What's usually discussed in a Sale Sharks changing room at half-time, and who's leading those conversations?
I think, first of all, there's an opportunity for the players to discuss amongst themselves, catch their breath, especially after that first half, and do some digesting, and then they kind of splinter off into the different areas. So we'll have a scrum set-piece coach work with our forwards, and then the defence and attack kind of messaging between the forwards and the backs. So there's a split. And then the team messaging, obviously. Sorry.
Saracens knocking on the door early on. Good hands might do it here. And Gregson couldn't quite get around Duffy. Important tackle from her. Now Corrigan finds Apps. Knock-on advantage. She can free the hands. They might not need it. Corrigan offloads. Bridger scores. Early Saracens try. Bonus points secured. Great start to the half for the visitors.
Just a bit of cohesive play, isn't it? They're linking well together, staying alive, scoring tries.
Simple enough finish for Bridger, but there was a lot of intricacy that built up to that point. Lovely work from Corrigan as well to bring those two defenders in and free the hands.
Yeah, look, we were talking about what Sale need to be shoring up and what the messaging would have been going into that half, and certainly it wouldn't have been that, conceding within the first few minutes.
Great strike. Oh, it's just drifted across the face. So a first miss of the day off the tee, but a decent lead now for Saracens. 26 points to 5. Just another look at this. And Sophie Bridger back on the score sheet after a long way back from injury. Well, Sale Sharks, having taken something from every game this season, and now really staring down the barrel of scoring 3 tries in the second half. And Saracens, the stingiest defence in the league. That is much easier said than done.
Yes, exactly. But that's one way to start it, win back your own ball off the kickoff. Not the first time they've managed that this game.
Ortiz in position, not really able to get that tempo going though. Saracens doing a good job. But then Harper, one offload too many. Ball goes forward. Oh, Marley Packer. Kicking that ball a little bit more like Lucy Packer. Alas, she is a full court footballer.
Yeah, it had legs too, didn't it?
There was an incident yesterday in the Harlequins men's game where the loosehead Will Hobson, ball bounced up to him in the 22. He leathered it left-footed, made about 60 metres with the kick, only to be told by the referee that it was taken back in and they had to go back where they came from. He was absolutely crestfallen. That's watched well by Harrison. And then Duffy's taken it though, missed touch. Oh, beautiful feet from Duffy. And Lloyd stopped short. But Sale Sharks in position to respond immediately. Jarell Searcy always seeking contact, but I'm not sure how wise it is to seek the contact of Evans and Omakwale, because they've smothered this. There's already a smile on the face of Georgia Evans. She knows what's coming. And it's Saracens' ball. Great strength. Nice pass off the left hand by tight head Donna Rose as well. And then the ball. That is a stunning clearance kick. Up over halfway.
Yeah, look, combination of really strong defence, and then you're not going to complain about that exit.
Sydney Gregson sent to the shop for Christmas crackers by Lizzie Duffy's left boot. Change being made then for Sale Sharks. Tysh Harper replaced by Welsh international Gwenllian Pierce.
What a talent she is.
Oh, yes.
Absolute wrecking ball of a carrier.
It's in the family as well, isn't it? As Alau has already got herself into the Welsh setup and been captained in elite competitions. And I'm led to believe that she's been one of the players who's been struck down by the festive flu. So thankfully she's been able to shake that off to play some rugby here.
What better way to get it out of the system than
Yes. Great chase here. Really good chase. Shona Campbell makes the tackle too. Oh, just off the feet. Looking for the turnover.
And Nick James that low is a sight to behold. Yes. I think your knees might have been needing some support down there.
Yeah, Campbell didn't give up on that chase, did she? Even though Harrison's strong in the contact. Gemma Jo Linkins being replaced as well. And just when Sale Sharks thought they might be able to breathe easy, it's Jess Breach who comes on to replace her. I wonder whether or not that she managed to have a little word in the ear of the coaching staff, Alex Osterbury and co, after having a big night out at the Sports Personality of the Year Awards and thinking, oh, do you know what? Just the second half will do for me this week, coach.
Look, they're right to celebrate. It's a big old affair. 2 trips to Manchester in the week, though. That's yes. A tough ask, and I'm sure the recovery meant training was a bit light on Thursday.
Yeah, of course, Red Roses nominated for Team of the Year, and Ellie Kildun for Sports Personality of the Year. Runner-up in both awards, and even though I'm sure there's a little bit of disappointment, it is great recognition for where the sport is at right now.
Got a lovely little scrum battle going on here. Welsh loose head, Welsh tight head.
Yes. There'll be hope to be teammates if selected for Sean Lynn's Wales come Six Nations time. Oh, good shot. Wow. But a beautiful offload, and Jess Breach has got Apps on the inside. Liv Apps, she's been provider, now she's scorer. Immediate impact from Jess Breach, and Saracens cutting loose here in Sale.
Yeah, that was a bit too easy, slicing through like butter. Questionable how flat that ball might have been, but we'll let the girls play. The referee's much closer than I am.
Well, it was forward. Alas, beautiful line from Breach, great support from Apps. And do you know what? She's due to call in a couple of favours as well, Liv Apps, given the providing that she's done.
Yeah, she's had a stormer today, so we can't take that away from her. And no TMO means we can't take that away from Saracens as they slide that through the posts too.
33 points to 5. It is looking comfortable here. Yeah, just this pass here, isn't it? That one, that one, that one. Yeah. Forward. But it is what it is. We are where we are. Referee in a great spot and a lovely finish from Apps. But Jess Breach, she just hits those lines so incredibly well. And has got the power and the speed to make the opportunity stick. But again, Sale Sharks winning the ball back from the restart.
Just delivering a lesson in rucking 101. No ability to contest straight off her feet. Absolutely correct. And unfortunately for Sale, it's almost like a comedy of errors at this stage. We've not made touch.
Saracens missed one early in the first half. Sale Sharks missed one coming up to 10 minutes into the second. It's a little call there to clean the boots, just to make sure they can get a grip at scrum time.
The pitch at Hayward Road is well played on, and I will say that there is a lot of grass on this pitch compared to other years that I have played on this pitch myself. So I don't know what they're complaining about.
It's not the grass, it's the mud. But as you rightly pointed out, 2 games on this pitch yesterday for Sale FC's men's and women's teams. And given the time of year and the volume of rugby and the rain that we've had, pitch is actually in great nick.
Yeah. Yeah, groundsmen should be really, really pleased. And I do think that the ground itself will be happy to have a few weeks off over Christmas. But no, they're doing well.
So other than Gloucester Hartbury, who put on a magnificent show to beat Saracens 40 points to 14 at the start of the season, Saracens have not conceded a try bonus to anybody. 2 tries against Quins, 2 tries against Bristol, 1 against Tigers, 1 against Trailfinders, 2 against Loughborough, and then 2 against Exeter Chiefs. That is a stingy defence and an impressive attack. That one shipped on by Breach. Campbell unable to force them all on Makwale. Another very talented young player who impressed in the cap, and now she's a largely permanent fixture in amongst the first team. Little nudge in behind, but skewed off the boot of Sydney Gregson into touch. And Sale Sharks with a chance to build again.
That's what they've got to do for the next 30 minutes or so. Is, like you say, Saracens' defence has been pretty secure for most of this season so far. So you just start chipping away at those tries. Put yourself in the right position on the park and take the opportunities where they are. There's been opportunity, but Saracens has just been very, very good at shutting it down so far.
Good ball. And a good bit of footwork as well, but nowhere for Aitchison to really go. No option for it. Pierce. There's one of those carries that you were talking about, Molly. Oh, and then Katana Howard. She was thinking about where it was going next as opposed to where it was going immediately. Now Gregson. Jess Breach, inside ball's a beauty. Corrigan, side down, but Breach is there. And that is quite the link-up. Oh, what a rip from Paris Redding. Hacked clear. There's no one at home for Saracens, so where's this one going to end up? Beautiful kick. Corrigan, hacked down low. Breach offers herself as an offload option, and she gets swallowed up. Secured by Craik. 13 minutes of the second half gone.
It is.
Georgia Evans, Liv Apps. This looks like trouble. Makwale. Oh, the croc roll spotted. It was actually called in from the AR. Let's take another look at this. Every time Apps is in this situation, striking fear.
For sure, even just where she's looking for a support. She's looking for what's going to happen next. Makes the right decision there to carry. The correct decision. You don't need to ship it on.
I was listening to a podcast in the week with another Saracens legend, but from the men's team, in Alex Good, and he was talking about the best halfbacks and the head on a swivel.
Like watching a game of tennis.
Yes. A couple of changes in the backs then. Laura Perrin coming on for Sale Sharks. Courtney Keat as well. And Rosie Galligan has been replaced for Saracens. Courtney Keat, another of the Welsh internationals, as Sale Sharks trying another of these training ground moves through Jarell Searcy. These carries are good. Penalty advantage coming, but Saracens just so resolute. Little nudge in behind and well picked up. So given all the Welsh here at Sale Sharks, have you learned any Welsh?
No, I know North Star.
Good night.
Yes.
Yeah,
I used to live with a Welshie.
Ah, okay. Okay.
That's the only bit I learned.
And you only learned, I suppose, you'd go to bed when you were on North Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got any you can teach me?
Yes, I have. But now might not be the time. I'm not sure that's what people have tuned in for, alas.
What about Christmas? Come on.
Nadolig Llawen is Merry Christmas.
I'm so sorry, I'm not going to give that a try.
Nadolig is Christmas. Nadolig Llawen. Try is Cais. So if we get one here, you can celebrate the Cais.
Oh.
Well, it was well sacked, but I think Sale Sharks were bringing their own player down there, whacked in the chest. But bit of field position here in the quest for a bonus point. 1 try down, still 3 required. Great strength there from Donna Rose. And a good leg drive, hard work from Casolo to edge Sale Sharks closer. This is the brutal, bludgeoning work, both sides of the ball, that makes such a huge difference. Now, touch that ball down, just as Saracens did in the first half. Referee having a good look, and Gwen Pearce has done enough. Try for Sale Sharks. Gwen Pearce making an impact off the bench. Second score for Sale Sharks. And 20-odd minutes to get 2 more.
Oh, real opportunity there. How good is Gwen Pearce coming off the bench? She has been poorly all week, if not for the last 2 weeks. And she's turned up here and putting on an absolute show.
And it's all smiles as well. And I'm not surprised. A little bit of a lifeline now for Sale Sharks. It's the beauty of the bonus point system, isn't it? It always gives you something to play for.
Well, and that's at 20 minutes in this game. It probably took 10 minutes to work this one, but there's opportunity. Nicely finished by Holly Aitchison as well.
And, Cais Gwen Pearce. There we go.
Cais Gwen Pearce. Fabulous human being too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good egg.
Good egg.
What would good egg be? Ui da.
Ui da.
Ui, so ui being egg, and then da being good. So nostar, good night. Yeah.
Ah.
There you go.
Get that on my Duolingo.
Perhaps not quite as fluent as I used to be, but here we are. Oh, that looked a little bit high. Referee says chest. Sale Sharks looking to play from inside their own 22, but knocked on by a Sale Sharks hand. Julia Omakwale just popping a hand on that, so it'll be Sale Sharks ball.
8 and 11 wide.
Somali Packer being taken off. Lottie Sharp being taken off. And they're bringing on May Campbell here, so she can slot into the back row.
Saracens have got quite a nice-looking bench coming on.
Yes.
Not the bench you want to see. You're 60 minutes into the game.
And Gabby Sempt, well, no, she's going to go into 8, and then Campbell will go in on the flank. At which point Bryony Field has probably looked up and thought, I guess that's 80 minutes for me then. But penalty at scrum time for Sale Sharks.
First of the day too. I actually think that's a secondary early push. So they've gone long arm for the second defence. But it has been a relatively even battle.
Yes. So Perrin making her way into position. So Sophie Benevent has come on the tight head side. Oh, no, I've entirely made that up, haven't I? She's not on yet. Carmen Tremelinger has come on the tight head side for Saracens. Little dummy from Ortiz. Can't quite snipe her way through, but can make some great meters through Sempt. Pearce gets down low, Gwen Pearce. Very difficult to stop. Slicker hands here, but a good defensive read. That was Gregson in the centres now, but she's played all over the back line, so knows what's up in terms of those reads. Jarell Searcy again. Big boot from Ortiz in behind. And are we looking at a 50-22? Well, the referee answers that question for us. Lovely kick, though.
Yeah, good vision. Find the space and get them on the back foot.
Yeah, just inside. Metre or so inside.
It'll be a Saracens ball. She's inside the Saracens half.
But, you know, ask the question.
Got to try your luck.
Get the answer. Well, the referee said that, didn't he? So you can ask and I'll give you an answer.
What do they say? Don't ask, don't get.
Exactly. I think Henry Pearson's had a very good game, actually. He's communicated very well. Some more changes for Sale Sharks. Trudy Cowan and Amy Ralph entering the field of play. What do those two offer?
I don't know if Molly was talking to me or not, but yeah, you can talk to me nice.
Certainly Trudy, who we spoke about earlier, who likes to warm up with her opera-style singing. She, despite the voice of an angel style you might think she is incredibly aggressive. So expect these next few contacts to be very aggressive.
Yeah, she projects her voice beautifully. Overthrown. Where does it bounce up? Oh, into Saracens' hands. Well played, Zoe Harrison. Georgia Evans. Good clear out. And a great leg drive, Kelsey Clifford. Saracens looking to exit the hard way. May Campbell, always full of energy.
Inside.
Well, this will stay in field. It's a good take. Lloyd. Rona Lloyd in behind. Rona Lloyd still going. Skips through a tackle. Enough Saracens bodies there just to make it impossible to get to the line. But Sale Sharks now draw the penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage.
And the atmosphere here, electric. They can sense something. They can sense the momentum. Crossfield kick for Perrin, but it's taken by Corrigan.
Oh, Rhoda Lloyd.
Yes. Look at this little hop and a skip and see you later. It's Bryony Field who got left looking like she had concrete boots on.
Zoe.
Now, you asked me earlier what Amy Ralph had to offer. I actually think she's going to be a really calm head for this last section of play. Okay, she's a really good decision maker. We trust her skill set. We're going to need something to aim for those next two tries.
And again, with Saracens, just when you think, oh, they're making a substitution here, they're bringing off Lou McMillan, she's had a good game. Oh, they're bringing on Poppy Cleal.
There's no respite.
No. May the odds be ever in your favour. Got a hat-trick a couple of weeks ago at the Stone X against Leicester Tigers.
She'll be hungry to join in this game, though.
Oh, yes. Line out stolen. Oh, the referee says backwards, but then forwards. A little bit chaotic. A little bit scruffy. And that all works out for Sale Sharks right now in this part of the pitch.
Just another one of those opportunities that goes amiss. Yeah, okay, you get a reset with a scrum.
This is your couple of minute warning. Your, as in you watching at home. maybe your 10-minute warning, because you get to decide who is the player of the match today. Molly, very shortly, is going to be nominating her 4 favourite players from Sale Sharks versus Saracens. And again, if you're watching for the first time, this will be new to you. If you've been watching all season, you will know. In the chat below the live stream, you are going to get to vote for the Built for Athletes player of the match in this week's PWR game. So you get your thinking cap on. We'll get your 4 nominees soon, but in the meantime, Sale Sharks are going chasing try number 3, and Shona Campbell with 1 already stops and stutters and gets stood up by 3 Saracens. Jess Breach gets her hands on the floor. She's not penalised. Trudy Cowan takes it to ground. Look where Sale Sharks are. But Saracens again defending so strongly. Throwing bodies at it. May Campbell flinging herself at her defensive duties. But it's quick ball and Sale back within a metre. Cowan's there. Little tip on from Cowan. Brilliant tackling. A knock-on off the hands of Saracens as well, so a scrum advantage, but that won't last long, and Sale Sharks won't want it. They'll want another 5-pointer.
The knock-on advantage.
Now a little bit of width. Great feet from Aitchison, but not enough feet to get away. Does get the ball away, though, to Laura Perrin. Sale Sharks so close to try number 3. Putting pressure on. Penalty advantage to come. Shona Campbell wants it out left. Aitchison flings it out left. Shona Campbell over again. And it might be about to get even worse for Saracens, because a double blast on the referee's whistle means that a yellow card is coming. And Julia Omakwale sent to the sin bin. And Sale Sharks 1 score away from the bonus.
7.
Wow. Absolutely wow. That's what it's like when you're accurate. It was patient. Beautiful phase building. The forwards putting in a huge amount of work. The opportunity comes calling for the backs. And a beautiful Holly Aitchison 30-metre pass fires it to Shona Campbell, who has just been scoring tries after tries after tries.
Unsuccessful conversion, but it doesn't really matter now. The 5 points are pretty much in the bag for Saracens, and Sale Sharks need 1 more try to ensure that they continue this run in 2025 of taking something from every game. Crowd are giving it absolutely everything to ensure that they do. Saracens down to 14 for the next 10 minutes. Julia Omakwale sent to the sin bin. Now it'll be a couple of minutes until the poll goes up for the Built for Athletes player of the match. But while we get underway, why don't you tell us who you have nominated and who the people can vote for?
Fair enough. So everyone will be sad to hear that I haven't selected 4 Sale players. So our 2 Saracens that are up for player of the match is obviously our number 9.
Yes.
Olivia Apps. She's had a phenomenal game. And also our number 13, Sydney Gregson.
Yeah,
had a great game.
Excellent today. And what about your Sharkaroonies?
Yeah, my Sharky pals. Shona Campbell's getting a nod just for a double try there.
Yeah.
So that's number 11. And Erica Jarrell-Cersei, who has gotten through a mountain load of work today, if you want to give one to the forwards.
So those are your nominees, the Built for Athletes player of the match in this, the last round of PWR before Christmas. We'll let you know when the poll goes live. Oh, what a take that is. That is an awful bouncing ball and an absolutely enormous kick. Where's the second bounce going? Only up as far as Zoe Harrison. But yes, ultimately, you, wherever you're watching around the world, you get to make the decision.
That's an excellent pick-up. Holly Aitchison there finding the space in behind Zoe Harrison. And then the kick chase, that pressure, just doesn't allow Saracens to do anything but knock the ball on.
Yeah, great kick. Suppose she'd been hoping for a sideways bounce to get that 50-22, but this is the next best thing. Yeah, just a little bit of an overrun from Jess Breach, wasn't it? Having to reach behind and win that ball.
No, we don't need that. Let's go. Come on. If you're not sore, it's not my problem. Come on. Let's go.
Lining up here. Another stalemate. Even with all the changes in the front row. As you mentioned, Nick James off. 36, USA Eagle, absolute legend. But Sophie Benevent has been a hero for Sale Sharks in the Cup, and then now certainly in the Premiership side has had a great season.
She's up against very experienced Kelsey Clifford. If you think you can hear a drum, it's not a drum at all. It's Marley Packer banging on the dugouts. Oh, it's a good line from Keats, but a great tackle from Emma Hardy. Little nudge in behind. It's a great kick. Where's it going to bounce? Oh, Rona Lloyd just run out of road.
She looks hungry for a mince pie today, does
Yes.
Rona Lloyd. She's done a lot of work, but just hasn't found that egg over the line.
I think the important thing here for Sale Sharks is not to panic. There's still a lot of time. I understand why you go for the boot. You've got Rona Lloyd there, and if it comes off, great. But how many more opportunities are you going to have against Saracens, you know, the league leaders?
Yeah, you make a really, really good point.
Oh, it's messy, it's scruffy, and it's very un-Saracens-like. Cowan. And 10 metres as well. Saracens. Oh, we've said it before, we'll say it again. It's un-Saracens-like. Discipline, discipline, discipline. In fact, it was something that was mentioned in the pre-match interview. If Saracens are playing well and they keep their discipline, they're very difficult to play against. If they don't keep their discipline, then you find yourselves here, and Amy Ralph is about to tap it and send one of the big carriers into the conflict zone. Here we go, Sale Sharks searching for a bonus point. Paris Redding wants it. Another penalty advantage. They're already down to 14. And Paris Redding searching for the score. Paris Redding stopped just short. Gwen Pearce wants her hands on this. Tough to stop, but she is stopped this time. Katie Childs in a scrum half. Now is there width on it. Another ball out wide. It's out to Rona Lloyd. Lloyd for the corner. Now, are we going to go back for the penalty advantage? Yeah, so there's the offload. Knocked on into touch by one of the player of the match nominees, Sydney Gregson. And this time Sale Sharks are going to opt for the line out. The vote is now live. Get your votes in for the Built for Athletes PWR Player of the Match, if you can take your eyes off this game for a split second. Great take. Referee says good contest. It wasn't the cleanest of balls, but it's still with Sale Sharks. Have Saracens got hands on this ball to spoil it? Brilliantly done. Brilliantly defended by Saracens.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we rewatch that one back, Erica Jarrell-Searcy gets caught the wrong way and has to pass the ball back to Katie Childs, which, although they've deemed it to be part of the same maul, like, it's unfortunate. Another error.
Yes. If you get the landing wrong, you're in deep trouble. So Sale Sharks still one score away from this try bonus. It would be the first try bonus they've got against Saracens since March 2022. That 41-33 thriller down south. Since then, it has been largely one-way traffic. I mean, they've all been wins for Saracens. Sale Sharks have never got a victory over Saracens in the PWR or Premier 15s era. But looking back over the scores for the last, 4 or 5, 6 times that they've met, they certainly haven't been this competitive.
No, and I think that shows the growth of the group. You know, we're competing with these top teams. It's just whether we can make the most of our opportunities when they come calling. You're in the 22, you're applying pressure, you don't come away with points. We've seen that multiple times this game. And yes, we know Saracens' defence is very, very effective. Show that they don't like to give up points across the table. But if you don't take those opportunities, it's the 1% in sport, you're going to miss out.
Absolutely fine. Let's go. Come on.
And it's going to be, barring a Christmas rugby and everything else miracle, another 5-point victory for Saracens. But can Sale Sharks do something in the next 4 or 5 minutes that means that they are the first team to get the try-scoring bonus against the league leaders? Oh, it's another scrum penalty. This is absolutely remarkable. Henry Pearson has run out of patience with the Saracens pack. And now the decision to be made. Will it be a scrum? Will it be a line-out? He is not happy with Carmen Tremelling on that tight head side at all, is he?
No, and even just the resets there, though, obviously something's grumbling. It's hard to say whether Saracens want to slow down these last few phases, ride out the clock, but you don't want to give away a penalty like that.
How many more chances will there be to get the try bonus? That's better. Line out ball. Oh, no. This time, it's Sale Sharks players getting around Morwena Talling. Saracens can't compete for the ball. And Henry Pearson makes the right decision. Yeah, you can just see there, can't you, Erica, just getting around Morwena. Brutal.
It's the nature of it sometimes. It's the very technical part of the game that not all viewers are interested in. But those of us that like lineouts, not a good error to make in that kind of attacking opportunity with the last 4 minutes of the game coming up.
Well, look, you talk about the fans that don't necessarily like or enjoy that part of the game. I think it's mostly down to understanding, though, isn't it? So in that particular instance there always needs to be the illusion of competition, doesn't there? So when the ball carrier from the line-out comes down, it needs to be seen, even though it's practically impossible, that the defending team can attack the ball, as we see the potential player of the match, Liv Apps, leaving the field. So in terms of what happened there with Erica coming round, is that avoidable, or is that just one of those things?
Sometimes you'll find yourself in a position where you slide up there and you definitely don't mean to, but it's often used as a strategy to protect the ball. I'll take a top edge, I'll take 45 degrees, but that's, gone full 90. She's got right in behind the ball carrier, Morwena Talling, and nobody has access to the ball but Sale.
Yeah, lineouts have been an issue for Sale Sharks today, haven't they? Mauling is not an issue here for Poppy Cleal and Saracens.
Something I probably would have been expecting more of from Saracens today. We haven't seen a lot of it. That is one of the strengths of their game.
Tori Sellers on at scrum half for Liv Apps. Here she is in her white jersey, getting a touch on the ball. May Campbell. God, straight over Cowan. Now, is there an insult to injury here and a last Saracens try to really put a sheen on what has been a largely gritty performance? Right then.
Interesting. Don't often see that. That looked like that went forward into him.
So,
I can't see if anyone's behind me, okay? She's thrown it into me.
It's gone into the referee. I thought it went into the Sale Sharks player, and I was like, well, either it's a yeah. Anyway, Henry Pearson, of course he's made the right decision. He's had a great game today.
He has had a great game.
Unfortunately, he is not nominated for the Built for Athletes PWR Player of the Match poll, so you have got about a minute left to vote. And then we'll be announcing who the winner is. Well, look, Saracens certainly good for the victory. They've played some great rugby today, but Sale Sharks will be kicking themselves to come away with nothing, if in fact they do come away with nothing.
Oh. And that's not the way to do that, you know, final minutes of the game. You spoke about discipline for Saracens earlier, and I would have thought that they'd lost their heads a bit with it, but actually they've got a bit of mental fortitude and knuckled their way back into the game.
Poppy Cleal over the first defender, making it difficult for the second and third, as is Gabrielle Senft. God, another one. This game has been played, if it hasn't been played at a serious pace, it's been played with serious physicality. Picking a go from Kelsey Clifford. Penalty advantage to Saracens. They are going to close this one out. Great defence from Gwen Pearce, but we'll go back for the penalty.
What a game she's having.
Oh, yes.
Energy all over the pitch in attack. And who doesn't like to hit a winger into touch if that was a winger?
Yeah.
I can't recall, but it looked about the size of one.
Well, this will be the final act, and it'll be Saracens going for the points. Zoe Harrison clears the studs. And this will be 7 victories in a row for Saracens. And after that defeat against Gloucester Hartpury in round 1, reports of Saracens' demise have been largely overstated, haven't they?
I think so. The juggernaut rolls on.
Yes. Three points for Harrison, 36 points for Saracens. It is 7 wins in a row, 7 bonus point wins in a row. Sale Sharks' run of getting something from every game this season comes to an end, but it certainly wasn't for lack of effort. A great game to take us into the festive season end. Sale Sharks 17, Saracens 33. And now it is time to announce the Built for Athletes Premiership Women's Rugby Player of the Match. She ends up with a try, a couple of assists, and every week she is sensational. And this week, you have voted for her as the player of the match, Liv Apps. And look, it was one of 4. You could have nominated more, but no surprise. What 70-something minutes from Liv Apps today for Saracens.
No, she controlled all of their attack. You know, distributed the ball well. That's just her job. Then you're making line breaks. Chip and chase, finishing tries. You're doing everything right. There's not much more I'd add to a game like that.
It is great to have players like her in this brilliant league. And of course, it is an English league. It is the best of English talent. But if you are a young English player, how are you not going to improve with players like that? Not just in your squad, but as part of your opposition every week too.
Oh, absolutely. You can see these fixtures are getting more and more competitive. Okay, that scoreline doesn't look competitive if you haven't watched the game. But for sure, we've seen a competitive outing today. Sale definitely let themselves down with the opportunities that they've had to score. But Saracens just too clinical in all the right times. And it's funny, isn't it? It feels like luck sometimes the way the ball rolls, but some say you earn your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to talk about how good this Saracens team are, despite the fact they spent so much time in their own 22. But before that, let's take a look at all of the tries from this 33-17 50-pointer into the second half. We've had a good look at the first halfers. And it was just the start that Saracens wanted, wasn't it? They needed that bonus point try. They got it early on. Sophie Bridger, they're going over in the corner.
And I think that's these first 2 tries really early on really cut into the soul.
Yes.
The energy of it felt like it was going to be so much harder to come back into the game other than to, salvage something from the game.
Well,
You've lost the game at this point.
Jess Breach hitting a trademark Jess Breach line there to put Liv Apps in. She deserved that try. And then it felt as though we were looking left for the entirety of the rest of the second half. And Sale Sharks just finding a way. You mentioned Gwen Pearson when she came on and how much of an impact she made, and she made a 5-point impact there. And then another of the Player of the Match nominees. It was a relatively straightforward finish from Shona Campbell, but what about the ball to get it there?
Holly Aitchison's got some pass.
Yes.
Don't we all wish we had that? But do you know, the vision and even just the patience from Shona Campbell on the edge there to hold, and then to back yourself. You're under pressure. Do you know?
What do you think they're saying in that Saracens huddle there?
I imagine they're talking about how they're going to celebrate their Christmas. I don't even know if it's journey back on the bus, but it's a long way to go on a bus, so it might be a big celebration.
Do you know, if I were them, because it's the last game of the season, I'd have booked a little hotel and had a night out in Manchester. They do it in London all the time. What about the Sale Sharks then? Your team, you're not in that huddle, but you've been in enough. What do you think they're saying there? And do you think, despite the defeat, despite not getting any points, there'll be some positives that they can take from that?
Yeah, I think you have to focus on the positives here. Do you know, for so much of the game, they put Saracens under pressure. You know, one of the top teams in the league, you're putting them under pressure consistently. It's just whether you can make those 1% decisions stick. Can you get points when you need them?
Well, we are done and dusted here. We will be catching up with the coaches and the player of the match afterwards, so make sure you keep an eye on the socials for those interviews. There are 2 more games available for you to watch today as well. What time are we on? 2:45, so one will be in the second half. One is coming up at 3 o'clock. Before we send them on their merry way, though, your final Merry Christmas thoughts for Sale Sharks going into 2026?
Look, go away, enjoy your Christmas break, and then lock in for the second part of the season.
Good luck to you as well. Very much looking forward to seeing you back in the dark blue, whether it's Scotland or Sale Sharks. Molly, it's been great to have your company.
Thank you,
great to have your company wherever you've been watching around the world. Season's greetings from all of us here at PWR. Have a great Christmas, a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2026. Goodbye.
I'm in